Hey, this is Anna. I'm here at NAMM hanging out in Bugera with Jan and Leif, and they're going to tell you about some of their new amps.
Welcome Anna and welcome Guitar World to the Bugera booth at NAMM 11. What I would like to show you now is the Bugera Magician, one of our hot new products. It's a 3-channel amplifier. Each channel has its own presence controls, level controls. Then there's a graphic EQ that can be assigned to each of those channels. What you see here is the rear panel of the Magician, the Infinium Valve Live monitoring tool that we included in all the Bugera amplifiers recently. This is actually controlling each and every tube's current, the bias current, separately and individually. If the parameter of the valve changes over the lifetime, the circuit will adapt automatically. So the effective lifetime of each individual live is multiplied by maybe factor 10 or 20 even. What's next is the effects loop. There are different options how to include this. And for example, one of these options is a channel assigned option, which means that the settings for reverb on off, the graphic EQ that we saw on the front panel, and also the effects loop can be memorized per channel. One really special feature about the Magician and also the Tri-Rack, the other new model that we introduced here at NAMM, is the power scaling feature, which allows the amp to pretend being like a 10-watt amp, even though it has a power capacity of something around 90 watts. I'm now handing over to Leif.
So what I really love about this amp is that the 3 channels have a very similar core character to the tone. So when you change channels from rhythm 1 to rhythm 2 to lead, you don't get the feeling that you've plugged into a completely different amp. So let's go ahead and check out the rhythm 1 channel, which would be the clean channel. And then shifting up to rhythm 2, you'll see that really the character is still there, but it's a bit more gritty. Then finally up to the lead. This is the most amount of gain we have, where it really gets pretty aggressive.
Now I'm pulling you over to the Tri-Rack, the second novelty from Bugera this year. While the Magician followed the approach of having 3 channels sounding very similar and homogeneously progressing from one to the next, now we have 3 totally separate channels. The clean channel has an additional clean drive second channel. There is a switch which allows you to change the voicing from a more classic tone to a vintage crunch tone, to a real aggressive modern tone. It also has the digital reverb and a foot switchable boost and adjustable boost function.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with the channel 1, which is the clean channel. So this can get a very clean, pristine sort of clean. And we can also flip the drive switch up and get a little bit of crunch on this same channel, so it can actually double as an overdrive channel if you really want that. And switching over to channel 2, this is where it really starts to get pretty gainy. And then finally, I'm going to kick it over to channel 3, which is going to be set to the modern setting. So this is going to be the most amount of gain available, and it pushes it well into heavy metal territory.
All the Bugera amps have been outfitted with Infinium technology, so for more info, check out bugera-amps.com.